All right, we're in the garage now. Now, let me show you what we're going to do here. First of all, what we're going to use as the rod is actually just, this is just old wire from coat hangers. This is the old way, and you can get them on eBay and things like that. I use it a lot for canes. I use it a lot for this kind of stuff. And I'm going to take it. Let me take this. I'm sorry. Let me take this this glove off that I use, because you can't really use that because it keeps your arms too stiff. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm just going to, let me bring this up a little bit further. All right. Okay. Now, as we can see, all right, let me, I'm sorry, let me turn this a little bit. I am really having a rough time trying to show. Okay, because I have to get near my work here. Okay. All right, so here's our piece. And it's going to go in there like that. Now what I need to do is drill a hole. Let me get my moto tool. Drill a hole to fit that. And it's not going to take that much of a hole. So let me get a, that's not going to fit. I'm sorry. I tell you, the only problem at my mother's house is I don't have any place to work. My house, I had such a great setup to do everything, and here I just don't have a setup at all. So what I'm using is a moto tool, and I'm going to drill a little hole, or a hole, in the hands right here, okay? About right in the middle. Okay. I'm sorry. That's not going to work either. Let me get the other thing here. Here it is. Okay, I knew I had it. Sometimes it's hard for me. My eyes are, I need to drill a hole first before I use that piece. Drill a hole just to come down just a little bit so I can show you. Okay, now I got that. I can use the other piece to sort of go further with it, as we might say. Okay. Yeah, I had a wonderful shop over there, and I lost everything. I lost everything in my shop. Okay, what I'm doing is so that the rod will fit in there like that, in other words. Okay, see that? Now, I think it's probably best that I go ahead, if I can, drill all the way through it so that I can put the rod all the way through his hand. Doesn't have to be that way, but I think it would be a nice touch. In other words, let me move this Just a little further up. There it is. So that the rod can go all the way through his hand just like that. Okay? Now, the next thing we want to do is you want to have that rod about the center of his face, in other words, like that. Okay? Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to bend this rod over like this, okay? And we're going to kind of watch as we check, as we bend this. Coming down about that far, in other words. And we want to bend it again here, okay? You want to bend it just a little bit here. All right. Okay. See how that looks? Okay. We're going to put it in his thing right, his arm right here, and we're bending it like that. Okay. All right. And you see that? You can even, if we want to, we can even bend it just a little more, not too much more. It's be too close to his head, but there we go. Just bend it just a little bit more like that, in other words. Now, see that? When we're looking at it, when it's glued, we can have it like that. Okay. The next thing we want to do is I have some actual fishing line right here that I have, and I actually have some hooks, but the hooks are kind of long for this is an actual monofilament fishing line. Okay, now let me show you what we're going to do here. We're going to take one of these hooks, let's get one of the smaller ones here. But even though it's a smaller one, now we have the thing that we can attach the monofilament line to. Okay? All right. Now, as you can see, this hook is bent quite a bit. So we're just going to bend it out a little bit, okay? And what I need to do is, I thought I had my needle nose pliers here or something to help me bend it with, but I don't. I thought I had them here with me. Let me get them real quick. Let me see if I have another pair in here. And no. Okay. Just a minute. Let me get some needle nose pliers. Oh, this is a terrible workshop. It is. I hate to say it. And, you know, praise God that I have something, you know, but it is a terrible workshop. It is not made to. Let's use this right here. I mean, it's so small out here in this garage, and I had a very nice sized garage. Okay, now look, here's the hook, and what we're going to do, I'm going to hold this, and I'm going to bend this a little bit, okay? Just bend that out like that, all right? Now, since the hook is way too big for the piece, I'm going to make a hook out of this hook, okay? And what I'm going to do, a smaller hook, is I'm going to take my Okay, I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut it. Okay? Let me get right in here. Alright, so actually I have where the monofilament line can go through, and let me show you. This monofilament line is very hard for you to see, okay? Very, very difficult for you to see right in here, but I'm going to just cut that off. Set that down. I'm trying to show the camera and it's very, very difficult. Okay, I'm just going to cut that. And I'm going to put that, if I can see it, put that through the okay. Need to get it this way so I can see it. Okay, there we go. And what I want to do is I want to tie that off. Okay? Now this is live, folks, so if I have to go get something or something like that, I know people go, why don't you edit these things? Because I just don't. I want you to see realism. All right, now I'm gonna make it one more little tie here. Monofilament line is very hard to see, so it's very difficult. All right, I'm gonna make one more tie and then cut that off right there. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another hook with this, a hook that's not so big. So I'm going to take and I'm going to join that. All I'm going to do is just hold on to that real quick. And I'm going to make a little hook just like that, in other words. And just keep doing it. And keep doing it. There we go. I'm going to make a little bit more. To get the monofilament line out of the way before I cut it by accident. There we go, just like that. There we go, see? And we've made ourselves another hook. Okay? Let me do it one more time. Okay, but I want to, don't do it too much because this way, you see, in the back of the pants, it's just going to go up in the back of the pants like this and hang there like that, okay? There's a hook. Just like that. Okay, so now we have to make a determination of, and that's all going to have to be, all right, what you're going to do is you're going to glue this onto here, and then we're going to, all right, let me show you. We're going to put, let me get a smaller bit though. We're going to put a small hole in the back of the coat. Okay? By using my moto tool, we're going to take and we're going to put a small hole in the back of the coat, just like that. Okay? Now, the hook will go into that small hole in the back. See, just, whoa. All right, that fell off there. Well, anyway, I don't know why that fell off there. Shouldn't have. But what I do is I glue it anyway. I just haven't been able to glue it yet. Put it through again. Maybe with all the work we've been doing. Let me show you this. I'm just going to go ahead and tie it one time, okay? One time. Okay. Now what it does is, just to show you, the hook will go into the back of the pants, the back of the like this, and it will be glued into there, and it will be sticking out of the back of him like that. And what you do is you take your fishing line, your fishing pole, and you put it in here like this, and then you take your fishing line and you're going to put it around here like that, or you're going to it's hard to hold all this stuff. Anyway, you're going to put it around here like this. I'm going to string it twice and put it to the end, and then you're going to tighten it up. Then you're going to tighten it up, but it's going to go just like this, okay? Around here, so that it's being stuck into the back of his pants. Okay? But I'm not going to do that. The reason I'm not going to do that yet is I'm going to paint him first, and then I will do that. All right? And then all that stuff will go, because I don't want to have to try to paint him and try to go around this stuff. So you see what I'm talking, and I'll get, when I get through with it, I'll show you exactly what it looks like. But that's what you do. It's not that hard. It's not a difficult thing. You just attached it to this. You do a couple of times around this thing. Is what you do, like this, and then you bring it down to here, or bring it down to the end of it, okay? And then you just tighten it. There it is. There it goes, like that. See how it's tightened like that? And it will be sticking up into his pants, in other words. But all that has to be done after you paint the figure. After the figure is painted, then we'll have that. Okay? Well, that's how you do it. Okay, that's how you make the hook smaller. I'm going to set this over here for later, and you make your fishing pole. Okay? All right. Well, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to paint him, and I'll show you how it's done. All right? Okay. God bless now.